We need to make a plan. Camelot will soon figure out something's not right.
Don't fret. To the Dolriada, honor matters more than life itself. We gave you our word.
But do you realize taking this temple was a terrible idea, right? It's just gonna speed up Camelot's intervention.
Taking the temple was inevitable.
Why? What do you mean? What do you mean? Are you trying to provoke Camelot into invading? Or do you just not like the All-Mother?
We believe in the same goddess, but we call her Mirror.
That doesn't answer my question. What do you want? You don't look like you're from the tribes. How did you even get in here?
Whoever he is, I cannot say he lacks courage. We don't usually take visitors, so he must have found a way to get here. Well, that seems to be a matter for the Horns of the South. I do not need to be involved. I trust you to know what should be shared and what's best kept to yourself.
I don't know what kind of madness brought you here, flashing that pin, but my friend's right. You've got courage. So tell me, who are you and what do you need from me? Conspiring? Don't be absurd. That's such a poor word for something so... I don't see how... And not a very sharp one at that. If you're wondering why the commander of the largest garrison in the south would want to make a deal with the most powerful military force... Ha! Good luck with that. Only King Arthur can wield Excalibur. Every fool on Avalon knows that. Ah, Caradoc. Well, that changes things. I had a feeling that pin you're waving around were his. Fine. Yes, every new captain gets a set of secrets passed down from his predecessor. And yes, one of those secrets is how to touch Excalibur. But nothing in life is free. You know that. Do something for me, and I might consider... Galahad the Pure is breathing down my neck. And I hate it when somebody's breathing down my neck. Even worse, One-Eye's men says he's already set up camp at our old stronghold in the west. Galahad needs to die, obviously. We'll just say he had an, well, unfortunate... But then, we can continue our talks with the tribes, and by the time anyone from Camelot decides to act... Well, what's wrong with that? If we let him snoop around here any longer, and if that happens... Yeah, it's that simple. Just, and now...
Someone's bound to start from.
Stop right there! Who are you? And what do you want here? It's Sir Galahad to you, vagrant. But it's true, we're his personal guard. But you won't be meeting tonight until you tell us why you're here. It's true that this pin obliges me to take you to the knight. But did you actually earn it? Go. But bear in mind, the door is open. Try not to...
I can hear you! Who goes there? It's shiny, sure, but you clearly have no idea what you're doing. Waving a round table pin in front of a knight of the round table? Normally I'd throw you out for your arrogance and stupidity. But you're lucky. Where'd you get it? You mean you found Caradox? Interesting. And when exactly did this... I see. All right. Denunciation. Marvelous. It's waving? Normally, what? Marvelous. Wait, no, what? You... Mom.
I see fear in your eyes. Fear in your eyes. I will see your downfall.
I've had worse.
I see fear in your eyes.
I'll strike you down.
You're nothing but a peasant.
I will be your downfall.
I see fear in your eyes. I see fear in your eyes.
You disturb my peace. I will be your downfall.
Oh, look who's here. That's wonderful news. You have no idea what a favor you've done for the South. Because sometimes the best defense is a good offense. We were backed into a corner. You know, it was us. First off, he represented Camelot, and we're done with their influence. No more. Second, after the massacre of One Eye's tribe, his death was convenient for both of us. And when the tribe, they figured me out. Proof that Camelot, I didn't plan to tell you, but my one-eyed friend convinced me. Since you took down Galahad, you deserve to know. As a reward for your help, I'll share this secret with you. Here, take this seal. In the sunken village, you'll find the entrance to Seawall's crypt. Everyone knows the story of how the evil druid sealed and flooded the place. It's true. Well, at least part of it. But the real story is why they sealed and flooded it. One Eye broke the old seals and replaced them with his own. If you want to see what Camelot was so desperate to hide, behind the statue, you'll find where to use the seal. Once you do, if that doesn't convince you that Camelot's foundations are more crap-coloured than tinged with ivory, then nothing will. I won't tell you anything more. I'll catch you, I'm sure.
Idle hands make dull warriors.
Why is everything always such a hassle? Put that away before you regret it.
I know this place. I remember it, although my memory is still clouded. It was here that the idea of how to end the war with the Four-Dwellers first took shape. But what happened next is still unclear. I don't remember. And yet, I know it had something to do with Seawall, a place of his eternal rest. But something is wrong. It doesn't feel like a tomb. Be cautious.
You are not him. You are different. I am Seawall Firstfoot, the one who scouted the land before the traitor Arthur set foot on it. I was loyal. I was devoted. Arthur wanted more. Yes. It is my legacy. The jewel of the South, the safe haven of honorable men. I've been here for so long. The Dalriata promised me revenge. Everyone who comes here has the right to. I was the most loyal of Arthur's men. I was the first to go ashore and take on any danger that might arise in this new and unfamiliar land. Then came the war. I fought by his side, but Arthur wanted more. Arthur longed to possess a power equal to that of our enemies. So Merlin decided our king must first become immortal. Only then, but Merlin needed volunteers. So we wouldn't risk Arthur's life in trying to grant him. They thought I had died, so they buried me. Arthur's greed and Merlin's obsession made me what I am now. Arthur should have made sure. They thought I was dead. I know there were others after me. I know that the king didn't hesitate. He experimented on all the knights, abusing their oath. He told them it was for the greater good. Their lives, our lives, meant nothing to him. Arthur doomed his people to eternal suffering. Their names forgotten. Their loyalty. He sacrificed the lives of the noblest of... And this is the greatest possible... We cannot be helped. We cannot be killed. The Dalriata promised to burn down Camelot. Camelot was built on betrayal. Build a new world. Let the dead...
And? What do you think? Oh, they're just some radio. Well, and some, you see, the latter, like fear. If I came to them with this, you see where I'm going. That's what. Go talk to Feargas, get him to visit this place. After you're done, I just hope Feargas shows some sense.
Oh, really? But go ahead. Have I ever mentioned I'm not a big fan? Now, tell me what you really want. This isn't funny. Still, all right then. I saw what you wanted me to see. We need everything I believed has been seriously challenged. I need some... Why did you show... Because it could be that I'd be better off not knowing. What they did to Seawall is unthinkable and absolutely unforgivable. What will the other keepers say? What will happen to the Horns of the South? Everything we believed. You're right. In the end, it doesn't matter what Camelot was back then. What matters, and we did everything in our power to keep the South safe, and to keep out. But this will be the end of the Horns of the South. No young man will join our ranks when hundreds of years of our history are gurgling down the drain. It sounds better than the alternative. That we're a bunch of fools, and we'll have to give everyone some hope to cling to. All right. I assume Brandon put you up to the... I'll support this case, if only for the safety and well-being of our... I don't have to like it one bit, but I can try to make it easy.
Getting restless.
Ah, you're back. So, good. Just as I expected. I do feel for the boy. I knew his honor wouldn't let him hide it from the others in the home. Now, I'll get one eye. And together we'll go. Not everyone will be happy about. Those who don't support us will. After that, whatever they choose to do is...
Brothers,
Today marks a new chapter in the history of the Horns of the South. Today, we put an end. I understand your pain. I know you feel helpless in the face of the looming Camelot has abandoned us, brothers. Camelot doesn't see us as equals. They've forgotten Seawolf Firstfoot's legacy and the promise King Arthur made to us. We were meant to stand as equals. We were meant to be just as powerful as them. And all this time, do you know what they've done to the founder of the Horns of the South? For over 600 years, Seawall has been alive. You don't have to take my word for it. Seawall's tomb is open. Go and see for yourselves. I say, enough. Enough of being fed a rotten myth that turned out to be one great lie. We swore loyalty to the torturers. I say, enough. We will no longer honour an oath made to dishonourable people. But, my brothers, I bring news. Galahad the Pure, the same Galahad who threatened to burn half our garrison at the stake, is dead. Galahad's death is our chance to break free. You probably... our new...
I know, my brothers, I know. Thanks to this alliance between the Horns of the South and the Dalriada tribes, we are securing the safety of the South and our independence from Camelot.
The tribes will... the tribes... to the... An honest matter. Ah, right. See, the problem with Excalibur, or indeed any of King Arthur's blades, is that you need to prove you're worthy of wielding it. How are you supposed to do that? But if the pin that secured your entry to the Horns has led you here, I think I know what the one who gave it to you might have been thinking. You see, there are many different legends. According to one of them, there are a few places on Avalon where you can prove yourself worthy, whatever that means. And one of those places, as you can... Have you seen the old gong in the sun? Only the people who passed the ritual could become keepers. Well, none of the living keepers were recruited that way, so that's why Galahad now appoints keepers and the captain chooses them. I only know that you need to sound... If you wake up... I mean, unfortunately, the gong is broken. So first, fortunately, Oshbrit should be able to help you. A little bird told me he likes to play with weird steel when nobody's looking. Just tell him I sent you. Well, of course they tried. It turns out that the keepers who passed the ritual could hold it longer than anyone else. Maybe it'll be enough for what you need, and maybe something entirely different will happen. It's your risk. Well, I'm not going to lie. From what I've heard, many people never woke up. They felt, and those who woke up were changed. Go.
Sometimes it's nice to just... Why would you want to fix it? Do you even know what it is? Take some advice from an old man. If there's a giant, ancient statue that somebody tried to turn to dust... Well, if you put it that way, then I suppose I have to tell you the truth. Otherwise, of course I can fix it. I've been doing this kind of thing since I could swing a... It's a skill we passed down. Obviously, though, you'd have to bring me a couple... Sometimes it's nice to just...
That's the best news I've heard all week. Now that I think about it, my client, you know who, wants the package delivered. Once you're there, you'll use these very special arrows. Regular arrows won't do the trick. And if you waste them before the job's done, I'll charge you for the next batch. These aren't gifts. Oh, come on. What do you think happens when you shoot flaming arrows at a mysterious... Anyway, whatever. If I were you, I wouldn't touch anything. But if something catches your eye, well, maybe nobody will notice. Just make sure to open the passage. What does he care? He pays me to get the job done. Well...
Something's not right.
Yes? Who are you? I've told you 1,000 times I'm not leaving. At last, I have the space to explore the limit. Your taste buds have long been dulled by fried cheese, fried fish, and oil. Oil everywhere, the goddamn oil. Oh, so you're not one of Albert. I never thought that after the entrance was buried, anyone unfamiliar with my situation would find their way here. But first things first. My name is Rumpold Finini. I used to be the most renowned chef in Camelot, but now doomed to forever search, misunderstood by plebeians with no taste. I've discovered, no, I've reached the limits of taste. And when I gazed into that abyss, I realized that all my past efforts were doomed to fail. You see, the logical conclusion of create food so delicious, because you see, now, listen carefully. Sour herring and cheese. Perhaps, but it's not supposed to sound. It's supposed to be seen. This experience is culinary norm. Why don't you? Here's the recipe. Just remember, it requires... If I recall... Here, I've marked it on your... Does he now? I can't think of any reason, Captain Hubert... Sorry? Oh, a change in command then. Interesting. I do hope Captain Hubert is well. He was very kind to me when I stayed at the Keeper's Fortress. Oh dear, I finally found... Food without taste is like a proper... Rules are...
Rumpled? What are you talking about? Wait, Rumpled? The one who disappeared. I can't! All that effort, all that money, and it's Rumpled. Oh my god, I'm crying. Honestly, I thought it was about the lost treasures of the Dauriata. You have no idea how scared I was of this job. And now you're all right, I'm feeling better now. If only. Precisely here, right in this damned spot. And I'm afraid, if I stay here any longer, some of those geezers might actually drop dead. Don't get me wrong, only a keeper is allowed to own. It's an actual law.
Please, state your business. I can't believe you and please accept Camelot's official gratitude. You've truly done a great service for... Go chop off some... Oh, I see. Dragon nose. Do you keep bandits' fingers?
Oh, a wanderer in the sunken village. You must be lost. Back in the day, you just needed to look at the stars and you'd know where you were going. Now, even they are misplaced. Monsters? I think you misunderstand. I don't see any monsters here. It's sad. But as you can see, not much depends on us. They were given some time. I'm glad they are. It's the cycle of life. Sometimes you just... I have everything I need. The sunken village was not... So the wave came and made the village into the sunken. I know that some... Before you go... I understand. You can come keep me company when...
Beer from Kunacht, wine from Farshire, moonshine, only look.
Perhaps. I cannot say for certain. My memory remains too clouded. It seems familiar. I do not feel my soul bound to it, but I know our path shall lead us here. One way or another, something lingers beyond this gate. Something ancient. That much I know. We'll find the truth soon enough. It was the most painful thing I heard. I didn't know. I had no idea this is what happened to him. There were other things that required my attention. We were losing the war. I was needed everywhere. I should have paid more attention to what Merlin was doing. I shouldn't have let go. Much the same. He was a fierce warrior, determined to win at any cost. I watched him closely, and I found him too consumed by cruelty. That is why I chose Seawall and Palamedes as my closest Yet this Galahad still seems devoted to Camelot in the old way.
What do you want? To gawk at the beast? Well, I'll have to disappoint you. So you really don't know? Just know that something is poisoning his mind and soul. One evening there was a quarrel between they'd had a bit too much to drink and let some comment. They hurled insults at us, saying there's no place for us here, that we should just get the hell out of it. Hard. Well, he attacked that keep afterwards. They bastards. This might sound silly, but before we reached the keep, we came in the morning. We realized everyone had a strange dream. Cole started We set up camp near the arch. With everything that's been happening lately, I'm ready to believe in every strange thing.
I'm hungry. I just help. My toys will lay you behind. Help me! Come closer just for a bit. Let me taste you. Let me. To ease the. I need food.
Oh, it's you. A while ago, one of Fergus's men came by and told us, "You're bloody lucky, Mahon," and that's the only reason we're still alive. I had a feeling something might change with your involvement. I wish I could tell you more. I wish I could thank you. But you tried. And that means a lot. Most of them wanted Cole dead, but Fergus forbade anyone. Since Mahon is getting better, he decided that Cole's fate is that cooled the tempers of the keepers and lessened the open hostility from the villagers. I can't abandon him. Even if I won't ask you to end his agony. I'll take care of him for as long as... Yes, I've thought about that. Just do it quickly. And I... You're back. It's strange. The night is so quiet. I won't keep you any longer. Thank you.
Sometimes it's nice to just... How did you, Oh.
Here.
I have nothing to tell.
dares disturb my peace. You made an oath never to summon me again. Excalibur. Wait. Is it really you? You, who come from a time beyond. Show yourself before me.
It seems he speaks to me.
Welcome, old friend.
I can see that you know me, but I am a mere shadow of my true self. I don't remember you, Lord of the Seas. Forgive me.
That's what you told me, my friend. The next time we see each other, you will not remember me. But you are here now. The will and the power led you back, even in this.
Where should I look for myself?
Avalon's fate, yet here you are, trying again, restless and eager to take the responsibility again. I salute you, my friend.
Tell me what I must do to be worthy to lead Avalon.
Your path is true. Seek hope.
Thank you.
And you have given yourself to the king's service. You are worthy of a place among the keepers of the South. Arthur, take out your sword and fear no failure. It is yours to take. It always was. The promise I gave thy mother is fulfilled, and thus our pact is ended. You know where to look for your soul, and when you reach your journey's end, I trust you will make the right choice.
Yes, it seems we knew each other well during the war, and this proves that I sought allies beyond our own forces, and I trusted him enough to carry the knowledge of Excalibur. This must count for something.
I am his will, the fire that bends the world to his command. I am the blade that shapes kings and shatters tyrants.
Enough, Merlin. You can't keep throwing lives into this abyss. These experiments, They're destroying what remains of us.
Destroying us? They're what's keeping us alive. Do you think the Four Dwellers will stop for pity or mercy? Every soul we lose here saves 10 more on the battlefield. You told me to do this. You sanctioned this. And I'm close to getting it right. I know it.
No, we can't justify this. There's no victory worth such a cost.
You know full well, Arthur, that this isn't about victory. It's about survival. If we don't push these boundaries, there will be no future for your kingdom, for Avalon. You dream of peace, but without victory, there will be no peace to dream of. The path ahead is brutal, but if we relent now, we lose everything.
And yet we keep losing people and gaining nothing in return. We must change the path.
They volunteered for this.
They volunteered to save our kingdom, and you've got no closer to doing it. Their sacrifices cannot be in vain, Merlin. Find another way. Use your mind, your wisdom. Leave this slaughterhouse you've created behind.
A different way. That will take time, and resources we may not have. The enemy won't wait.
They will if I make them. Whatever it takes, I will buy you that time. Find me a weapon that wins this war without annihilating what we fight to protect.
Whatever it takes.
Yes. Let it be known that it was my decision, and I will bear the consequences of it.
Oh no, my king. People can never know. It was all my idea, and you knew nothing about it. All of us have our role to play. You are the leader, and they need to love you. If we win, you need to become more than a man. You need to become a symbol.
Now, before you judge me, it all seems so obvious. It wasn't back then. And you can trust. We were on the brink of losing the war. There was no clean path, no noble answer. Something had to be done, or everything we fought for would have. And in the end, the ones who stepped forward, who chose to pay the price, made it possible. And their deaths gave Merlin the knowledge he needed to finish his work. To find something that could really... I told him to stop the experiments on our men. He started experimenting on the Four. If their bodies could be broken down, their power turned against. So he figured out how to twist the Four Dwellers' power into something. I told him to conquer the weirdness. He found a way to make me stronger. It wasn't just magic. And with it, we won. That's the question. I keep thinking about Seawall. He was... and I thought he did. And now, after all, I told myself I carried, but seeing him...
You've got that look again, like you've seen something you wish you hadn't. Another piece of the king's soul reclaimed, right? What did it show you this time? Merlin, the king. I was a prototype for Merlin's latest idea. Me and Seawall used and when they decided to go even deeper into them. Seawall was Merlin's first attempt. We could say I was lucky. Even if he didn't, he should have. He was desperate to win. Every scream. Fight back. You endure. That's what I do. Of course he'd say that, but it doesn't absolve him. He wanted victory, and, after all, the monsters, we're left in the ruins of their... It's time to bury all these... You've seen what they did. Find the pieces of his... Either way, we will get to his resurrection. I've seen it too many times to believe the cycle will be broken before it happens. But know this. Once he's whole, Arthur's power, his mistakes, and when that moment comes, I'll be there. Whether to stand with you or step over you. Just remember that when that happens, and you stand by his side, there won't be room for both of you. You cannot kill me, but if you want to fight me now, I'll grant your wish. I'll test your mettle in combat. Prepare yourself for a true challenge. All right, that's enough. You win. This changes absolutely nothing, but I hope you... If you want the next piece, head to Kunacht. The Menhir there is failed. You will need to find another artifact. The shield that was given to Palamedes by the king. He was one of the king's finest. Find the shield